Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the White Noise Podcast. My name is Ethan, and I'm joined by Galileo Hupkins.
Hello.
And as always, Jacob behind the glass.
That's me.
All right. Look at that. We're back in.
I am definitely in. Yep.
All right.
Me too.
Cool. All right. Something I want to get out of the way real quick.
Get it out of the way. It's still in the way.
I know. It pisses me off. I wish I was more technically inclined.
Technically inclined.
Technologically inclined?
Technologically
inclined.
For those that don't know what the hell that means, what does that mean?
Why don't you tell them?
It means you can work with technology.
There we go.
There you go.
What specifically frustrates you about technology?
Just the names of everything and how things work together, and like,
You're such an old person.
I am an old person.
Boomer.
I am an old person when it comes to that. I hate it. It pisses me off, and I have to run this podcast, and Spotify is just pissing me off every day.
Spotify's still pending.
Spotify's still pending. And if anybody can help me, like we use Podbean.
Don't help him.
We transferred it over from Anchor. I got an email confirmation from Spotify saying, yep, you're good to go, but nothing's going up there. So I have reached my breaking point. And then on top of that, we're recording old-fashioned with cameras, right?
Naturally.
And that has been causing me a lot of headaches too. Just technical difficulties with the cameras, with recording, cameras dying. It is
You want to be in the film business, right?
Yep. Yep, Rooney. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's definitely a process.
Yeah, I know. You asked me like minor things about like computers or wires and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, or if I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know. I've never worked with that. And you're like, you're supposed to know. I'm like, what do you? Because I have a computer in my room.
I am the least technologically inclined out of all my brothers.
That's true.
think.
Yep, I agree.
But I think it's also a different category.
Category?
Like computers in general, like just straight up computers. I'm the lowest, but I might know more about like cameras and maybe editing and that.
Perhaps.
Seems like a challenge. Not gonna lie.
But it is a challenge. It's a pain in the ass.
Just gotta work on it, like anything.
Doesn't the Jake eat Twitch though?
Here's the thing about that. I always find a way to make things work, but I feel like I'm doing it very wrong and janky.
Have you thought that maybe you are doing something very wrong and janky?
Oh, I'm almost positive I am. Like, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this.
Yeah. And that comes with experience. You'll figure out better ways.
Ugh.
YouTube.
I want to be super experienced without going through the experience.
There's no shortcuts.
Oh
what are you doing, Gavin?
It's caught on the edge. Help me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You already fought a chimp. Don't act like one.
For our blind viewers, Gavin was just tugging on on his headphones cord, trying to release it from the clutches of the table.
All our viewers are blind. We have no cameras here.
Exactly. All our blind viewers.
Gosh.
Wait till they see this.
Wait till you see. That's a good one. All right. With that being said, let's and we're back.
Do we ever actually go anywhere when we're doing the intro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We do?
Intermission.
Where do we go?
We have like a
Bathroom
50-minute
breaks,
exactly.
Okay.
quick meetings.
To me, it just seems like it's like 5 seconds. I don't know.
Well,
It does go by fast.
Time flies when when you have fun, I guess.
Exactly. One of what was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to watch Planet of the Apes again.
Hence the monkey.
Hence the monkey. And Jacob was watching the 2005 King Kong movie.
Great movie.
So I was watching it too, obviously.
Yep. And when, spoiler alert, when Kong snaps the jaws, you remember that part of the
T-Rex
dinosaur? Have you even seen that movie?
Nope.
Are you serious? You have
gosh.
to. You know what? I'm gonna get this topic out of the way. I didn't even write it down, so it's a good thing.
I'll say movies you have to watch.
Movies that like are semi-iconic, I guess. Like,
Pacific Rim.
Would you say King Kong's iconic? The Peter Jackson King Kong movie with Jack
it's a
Black.
staple of in
Yeah.
pop culture. Yeah, sure.
That is one.
Pacific Rim.
Never seen it.
I'd say C tier
C tier?
of movies that would make you angry if somebody said I haven't seen this.
That makes me pretty angry. It's a good ass movie. What the hell?
But if
But
you're like, I haven't seen Pacific Rim.
You ever
then
seen
I'd be
Real
like,
Steel?
okay.
the Scooby-Doo live action movies.
I've seen those. Which
Exactly.
ones? There's like the originals that
the-
we grew up with,
the
or then
originals.
there's like the other ones they made
The
like a couple years back.
Monsters Unleashed, that one.
Okay, so
And
the
Spooky Island.
what is it? Fuck, James Gunn ones.
James Gunn wrote them. Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot he did that.
That's so.
Those.
Those movies are gold. Age like fine wine.
Have you ever seen Real Steel?
Yeah, I love Real Steel.
You
They're
know, what
making a sequel.
you know what Godzilla is, right?
I know what Godzilla is.
All right, combine both of those. How could you not like that movie?
That's
That's Pacific Rim.
just Mecha Gonzalez.
Mecha Gonzalez?
Mecha Gonzalez. Mecha
That's my
Godzilla.
cousin.
Mecha Gonzalez.
Shout out Mecha. It's just Mecha Godzilla.
Okay.
No, I have not seen Pacific Rim.
Or Pacific Rim 2. But I heard that one was bad.
It was okay.
I will.
The first one was fucking great though.
I will watch Pacific Rim. I heard it has a pretty good cast too.
Oh yeah, it's great everything, dude. If you
Mm.
think of I can't think of a better popcorn movie, in my opinion.
John Wick.
Haven't seen it.
Wow,
I
that's
haven't seen.
one.
I haven't seen any of them.
I've only seen the first one, and that's it. I haven't
But
seen
I
the second or
know
three.
that they're doing a
Yeah.
death battle with John Wick versus James Bond.
I think John
Death
Wick
battle.
would win.
I don't fucking know.
I think.
dude. Who wins that? Who wins that one? James
I-
Bond has all his gadgets though.
In a
I
fight to
know.
the death. I mean, probably John Wick.
I think John Wick.
Yeah, but like you got to remember that James Bond probably also has like comic books.
In
and
a
shit.
fight to stop the evil villain, then James Bond. But
Oh, Austin Powers thrown in there too. Triple threat.
well, Austin Powers
Austin
wins
Powers
for sure.
easily.
Does he?
He's got
Yeah.
mojo, so
I haven't
yeah.
seen any of those movies
Yeah.
either.
Okay, you just haven't seen any.
You haven't seen
cult
Awesome
classics.
Powers? Oh my god!
I've
You
only
would
seen
love
clips.
those movies.
I know how it ends. I know how they like
Those,
end and
those
stuff.
are the
but
kind of movies that you would love.
aren't they like all played by Mike Myers?
Yes.
So fucking
The good guy, the
stupid.
bad guy.
The dad.
Fat
not the
bastard.
dad,
Yeah.
gold member.
Oh man.
Damn.
What
I
about
haven't seen those
spoof
in a while.
movies? So you have like
Like
Austin
scary movies,
Powers,
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blazing Saddles?
I haven't, but I have to.
Holy fuck, that movie's hilarious. Airplane.
Gene Wilder. Airplane. I haven't seen. I've
What?
seen.
You haven't seen Airplane?
I've seen the other one.
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. There we go.
Oh god, dude.
Those movies are funny.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Any of Adam Sandler's original movies?
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill is awful.
I fucking love that movie. I don't understand why everybody hates
Damn.
it. Okay,
bad
love is a strong word. Love is a strong word, but I enjoy that movie.
I tolerate the
I
movie.
Like if I saw that movie on, I'd be like, Jack and Jill, Pog. Clicking on.
I think just us as like movie connoisseurs, we watch a lot of movies, and when somebody who doesn't just says I haven't seen that movie, it's like
Yeah.
shock to my system. What do you mean you haven't seen this
It's
obscure
funny.
movie from 2004?
It's funny. Like I get super. Like what? You haven't seen Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed? That's like the greatest movie ever.
I watched it like 30 times when I was
Exactly.
8 years old.
And then up until we started the podcast, I've never seen like Godfather or any of these other movies.
all of the actual like
Yeah.
critically acclaimed movies.
But those don't count.
I
Monsters
think
Unleashed.
I want to be like Buff Shaggy. I want to look exactly like that one day.
Exactly.
Fuck, I gotta do steroids.
Naturally.
Look at my pecs,
Little man.
little man. There we go. I was like, what does he say?
Yeah, and then she starts fucking like.
I
almost said stretching.
My favorite part is when Scooby Doo like slaps him. He's like, I needed that too, and he slaps him again. You're pushing your luck, Scoob.
Your luck, Scoob.
All right, if you had to get one recommendation for like old cult classic movie, what would you get?
Old cult classic.
Yeah,
So,
like
the Warriors.
the Warriors.
Yeah, from the 70s.
Sure.
It's a, gang, it's a gang movie. So during that time
Oh, yeah, you
period,
told
Or
me about
from
that.
your childhood, like whatever.
Childhood. Oof.
The SpongeBob movie.
Nacho Libre.
Oh, that's a good nacho. Ah,
That's a good one too.
God, that movie's so fucking bad, dude. I was rewatching it.
that movie is
It's
not
so
bad.
bad, but it's hilarious. Just the
Okay,
subtle
I'll
things.
I'll say in the same category. School of Rock.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh my god.
It's just Jack Black all over tonight. King Kong, School of Rock.
He was in that movie. Okay, I was gonna say that was him, but I didn't know if I was thinking of like Skull Island or something.
No.
Yeah, Jack Black was in Skull Island. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. John C. Reilly was.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Fuck. Dude, no, it's just the stupid stuff in Nacho Libre where it's like, I don't believe in God. I am a man of science. Like, just small
The
stuff like that.
homeless guy.
Yeah, there's the stuff they throw in there. This is like a kid's movie from like 2009
It's a
or
Nickelodeon
something.
movie.
Exactly. So just stuff like
2006,
that.
by the way.
Stuff like that is just hilarious to me.
That's funny.
Small, subtle things that aren't supposed to have a huge punchline, but they're just,
No.
they manage to be the most memorable part of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things in movies like that. That it's just throwaway lines that aren't
Exactly.
meant to be anything, and I just latch onto that, and I'll say that for the rest of my life.
That's how our family communicates, is with those obscure movie quotes, and we know exactly what they're from.
Yeah, and Lucy being a non-movie rememberer, she never remembers anything from any movie she watches.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Like, we could watch a movie, like, last week, and she'll be like, oh, yeah. Like, I'll say a line from that, and she won't know what it's from.
Damn. Rest and rip.
So I got to do all the work. I'll say the quotes and tell her what it's from and laugh by myself.
We should bring back the quote game.
Love you, babe.
We should bring back the quote game.
Jake,
we
you should
should
look up
the
No.
quote game.
Just look up
No.
just look up 2 quotes and then see if we can get it.
No.
And if we can get them, then we could play. We could bring back the quote game.
In the
Alright.
comments, if you want us to bring back the quote game, let us know. If we get one comment, we'll bring it back.
Give us one like.
Gosh.
We'll bring it back.
I'll rage, but sure.
I
Why
th-
not?
I think we're a lot better at it now.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
We've seen a lot of movies since we started.
All
this.
of the movies.
That's
29
true.
to be exact.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't think any of those movies have been on the quote list that he gave us that one time.
No,
Maybe.
they're all like memeable movies that
Memeable movies.
I went for the memeable quotes.
I'll get it
too.
now. I'll get
I'll
it.
get
now.
it now too.
I'll get it now.
I'll have to study the
I'll
list.
get it now.
Okay.
Okay.
I could say you're pushing your luck, Scoob, and you wouldn't know what it's from.
I would totally know what that's from.
I literally say
It's
Scoob. Scuba Steve, damn
Scuba
you.
Steve, damn you. That's a good one too. All right. Well, speaking of those movies, last week we talked about MCU movies and their Rotten Tomato scores. And instead of, having 3 separate rankings of 23 movies,
Sure.
26 movies,
Yes.
we're just going to all pick our top 5.
Well, I feel like they would mostly be the same. It would just be the top 5 that
Yeah.
would change.
No, I think the top 5 would actually stay the same for all of us.
Really?
Just when we were writing them down beforehand. But let's
I
go.
I don't think so. I
Let's
think
go
we're gonna have
around the
different lists.
table and pick our, we'll just say our number 5. So at number 5, Gavin, what did you choose?
Let me pull up my list.
Oh, at number 5, Jacob, what did you choose?
I went for Ant-Man, number 5 for me.
Number 5. I respect it. That probably would be a 6 or 7 for
That
me.
was number 6 for me.
I love Ant-Man. Paul Rudd.
It's a
Hilarious.
solid movie.
It stands alone by itself. It's
Mhm.
fun. Who's the fuck?
Michael C. Douglas.
Yeah, I loved him in that. So I forgot his name.
What?
Michael Douglas.
Oh,
I like
Michael.
the-
Who's Michael?
Did you say Michael C. Douglas?
Yeah. What was I thinking?
John C. Reilly.
John
C. Reilly.
I don't know.
Anyway,
on.
yeah, Paul Rudd's funny.
No, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, Ethan.
Him as Ant-Man.
He's
That
the
was great.
100% a dick.
Mike. I know.
Gavin, number 5.
Michael
Mine's-
Kirk Douglas.
Mine is Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 5 for me.
Awesome.
Number 5 for me is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Cringe.
Yeah. Number 4. I'll go.
It's back to you.
I was thinking Michael C. Hall. I guess I don't know.
Number 4, I put the original Avengers.
At number 4.
At number 4.
Interesting.
I put Thor 1.
Interesting. I put Captain America: Civil War.
Another Captain America movie.
Wow.
Winter Soldier is
Let me guess.
Solid movie.
Is it because of Spider-Man?
Spoiler alert, both of those are not on my list at all.
Yeah. It was, fuck.
wow. Okay.
My number 3, however, is Thor 1, the original.
Really?
Yep.
That movie was good.
I know.
I love that movie.
Interesting.
You didn't have it anywhere on your list, did you?
No.
I went,
thought it was really
for,
good.
for movies that I could just watch.
Yeah, I could watch Thor over and over.
Like, if I watch, Civil War or something, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was this conflict because this happened in that movie. Like, these other movies, I could watch Ant-Man. I could watch Thor.
I like Civil War just because of all the different characters and the conflict, I guess, and Iron Man. And Steam.
Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man. I think
Bias.
live action Spider-Man in Civil War, Tom Holland in Civil War, is the best live action Spider-Man we've had. The way he acts as Peter Parker, the way he acts as Spider-Man.
Clip it, chat.
I've always said that, though. I've always said that. And then Homecoming just ruins it. Far From Home ruins it. And, there's no mention of Uncle Ben in Civil War. They kind of reference Uncle Ben a little bit. They allude to it.
Uncle Ben is Spider-Man.
They
let's be
allude
honest.
exactly. They allude to Peter Parker's poverty, which
All right.
that's I don't want to get
We're
into
not
that.
going to talk about Spider-Man.
Oh, really quick.
Did you give number
Spectacular Spider-Man is on Netflix, guys.
I watched the first like 5 episodes yesterday.
I love Spectacular Spider-Man. That is my favorite Spider-Man,
How
like
does
in
the
media.
opening go again? I don't quite remember.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, exquisite.
There we go.
Okay.
Are we on number 3?
Number 3,
For
Jacob.
me,
I already
Jake.
gave my number 3. It was
Oh,
Thor.
Thor.
Oh yeah, sorry, Thor. For me, it was the original Avengers.
All right.
Nice.
For me, it was Iron Man 1.
Me and Gavin are pretty similar.
What's
not gonna
yours?
lie.
Oh,
No, we've just had similar lists.
Either
so far.
I can't think of a. I honestly wish you would have just said like Captain Marvel, then Eternals, and like I don't fucking know,
Shang-Chi.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Shang-Chi was actually good, though.
I liked Shang-Chi.
on my list.
Number 2. My number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mine's Infinity War.
Really liked that one.
My number 2 is also Infinity War.
Whoa. And for my number 1, I put Infinity War.
Yeah.
For my number 1, I put Iron Man 1.
For my number 1, I put the first Avengers.
Wow.
As in the first Avengers movie, not Captain America, the first Avenger.
Good, because I was gonna have to reach across the table and beat the shit out of you if you did that.
I put Avengers 1. And there was one time where I watched
Team Iron Man.
the Avengers
Okay,
like
me too.
8 times, 9 times when I was home from school, sick.
Like in one day.
Yeah, one sitting.
You watched over 10 hours of
Holy cow.
Avengers.
Probably it was like 20 hours of Avengers, yeah.
That movie 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
You stayed awake to watch 20 hours of Avengers? Why?
Awesome.
Avengers 10-hour loop.
It was a comfort
Extended
movie.
edition.
It was awesome. And honestly, it is
Challenge.
a solid movie. It is a solid comic book movie. I think it's great all around, and it walks so Infinity War can run. That's why Infinity War is 2, Avengers is 1.
Okay. That's cool. That's fair.
And we all have Iron. Do you have Iron Man on your list or no?
I do not have
You did
Iron
not.
Man on my list.
Ooh.
It'd be Fringe top 5.
Fringe top 5? Come on.
I didn't put it on my top 5, so yeah, it's Fringe top 5.
Well, I was assuming this was just like something you did and you didn't have to put thought into it. 'Cause where's Iron Man then?
Fringe top 5.
Fuck.
Guardians of the Galaxy would probably be a 6 for me. Right there. Fringe top 5.
Yeah.
I was
Our lists are pretty similar.
Who knows? Maybe next week we'll do the other 5. Top 10.
the worst 5.
Top 10
The
without
worst
the
5?
The worst 5.
Fuck. That's easy. I can do that right now. I don't have to wait a week for that.
Oh, man.
It's hard. I just
So what's hard?
Thor: The Dark World,
Yep.
Yep.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Is this in any order?
Just
sure,
no,
sure.
I'm just saying, yeah, in any order.
Doing those 2. I'm gonna do Far From Home. I
I'll-
disliked that movie.
I can put
Fair.
Far From Home in there.
I loved Jake Gyllenhaal, but that was like the only
Yeah.
part that I liked about that movie.
I'd put Iron Man 3.
Nope.
Mm,
I'll do the Eternals.
Iron Man 3 was a little forgettable, but it was good.
It was good. Thank you.
I liked Iron Man 2 better.
They were both.
Also a little
good.
forgettable, but like not bad movies. They're just,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, I'll put Eternals in there, even though I liked watching
Who's, like,
Eternals.
The bad guy in
In-
3. It was the
three?
Mandarin.
It was
It was
Killian,
like-
Killian,
Killian, yeah. And Hammer was in
Aldrich.
there.
Aldrich, Killian.
Yeah, that guy.
He had Sir Ben Kingsley in there too.
He just like breathes fire.
Yeah, and then he
right?
comes back in Shang-Chi.
I know. Spoiler. I know. Some people haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, Ethan.
Okay, if they haven't, they don't really care at this point.
Fair.
About the small cameo spoiler.
I know.
Okay, so we have
Maybe
so,
this is the thing that gets them to go watch.
So for me, I have Eternals, Far From Home, Captain Marvel.
Thor: The Dark World.
I'm gonna do Thor: Dark World. That's 2. Yeah. What's my last one? What's number 5 for me? Or just within the 5?
Would you possibly put Ant-Man and the Wasp on the list?
Not in the worst 5.
Okay.
Like worst 10? Yes. Worst 5? No.
What about Black Widow?
I didn't. The only thing I
Oh
hated
my
about
God,
that movie.
I forgot about that one.
I didn't hate it. The only thing I disliked about it was Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Had they literally, I would have preferred any other route than the one
If
they took for that character.
If they just made the movie before Black Widow's character died, spoilers.
That was crucial.
But then I feel it just felt really unnecessary, really out of place. And yeah, Taskmaster was pretty bad. I feel like the only great thing about the movie was David Harbour. He did awesome.
Yeah, Red
Other
Guardian
than
was
that-
pretty good.
Unnecessary.
I liked the family stuff. I liked what was her sister,
Yelena.
the blonde one? Yeah, she was really good. You didn't like her? No? I thought she was cool. I thought the whole family dynamic was good.
I haven't seen it, so.
Oh. Everything aside from Taskmaster, for me, in my opinion, was good.
I didn't like the
Wasn't
the
great,
floating red room type thing.
That was a little weird. How that was managed to evade S.H.I.E.L.D., I have no idea.
The sense, like his senses, like made him physically incapable of being hurt.
Oh, yeah, the pheromones or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, that was a little... Yeah, that did not sit... That seems like something for like an Iron Man villain. Something super smart like that. But for a Black Widow villain? Not saying that Black Widow's dumb, but like... She's not somebody you would think you'd be going up against, like, evil scientists.
Yeah, it is what it is. We spent a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
With movies, I did watch a movie a few days ago that I thoroughly enjoyed. The movie is called Bob's Burgers, the movie. And it's been years since I've seen Bob's Burgers, like anything. I just happened to see it. I was like, oh, I'm going to watch it. And I watched it, and damn, I forgot how funny Bob's Burgers is. So then after I watched the movie, I went and I started watching the show again.
Well, what do you think? Does it hold up still?
It holds up, like, because there was a brief period where I watched it, took a little break from it, then went back to watching it, and then I did not like the comedy, the dryness, or anything, and I was like, oh, it's not for me. But then going back, I'm like, damn, this is top 5 comedy.
Bob's Burgers was a hero. I just couldn't see it.
It's exactly what it was.
I love Bob's Burgers. It's right up my alley as far as comedic
It's
style.
just, yeah. It's,
I think it's I would prefer it over a lot of animated sitcoms like that. Like, believe it or not, if I were to pick one show, I'd probably either do Cleveland Show or King of the Hill. Have you seen Cleveland Show? That show
I've
is
not seen Cleveland
funny,
Show.
dude.
I've seen a
Oh my
little bit of
God.
King of the Hill, but not enough to say I've seen it.
How is the Cleveland Show different from Family Guy?
It doesn't do a lot of the whole, this is funnier than blank, and then it like shows
Oh,
a
a lot of
5-minute
cutaways?
scene. Like,
Yeah.
Like the cutaways? Okay.
it doesn't do a lot of that. I think they still do, but not as much. A lot of it's usually just there, that kind of comedy. Kind of
Okay.
like, I don't know, it's just not Family Guy humor for the most part.
Interesting. Well, what about American Dad? Have you ever watched that?
I'd prefer American Dad over Family Guy, but I don't think I would actively go out of my way to watch it.
I haven't seen it either.
Simpsons. The Simpsons movie I remember watching.
I
Really
was
funny.
going to say, I remember watching the movie, but I don't think I've actually sat down and watched like a
An
Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Me too.
I got the Simpsons movie, I think, for my birthday when it came out. Like when I was like, what,
Like on
10
disc,
maybe?
yeah.
And that was like, that's how I watched it, so.
That was awesome.
That was a funny movie.
That's
That's
I'll
my
give it that.
only experience with The Simpsons. I never watched the show at all, just the movie.
I'm trying to think, what other animated sitcoms are there like that? F is for Family. Have you seen that show?
I haven't.
Holy shit,
I've
that
seen
show's
it.
funny.
I remember seeing like the first episode when it came out, but
Rick and Morty.
couldn't really get into it. Rick and Morty.
Is that a sitcom? Or is that just
Oh, are we talking about sitcoms or just
kind of like a
shows?
sitcom?
Animated.
I was thinking more like sitcom.
Adult animated movies.
shows?
Animated
Whoa.
shows, yeah.
Adult
Like,
movies?
adult animated shows, yeah.
Have you seen Archer? Same
It's
guy that's in
same
Bob's
voice,
Oh
Burgers?
yeah. Which is why I can't watch Archer because I just
There's-
hear
I
his
just
vo-
hear
his
his
voice
voice.
is so distinct.
There's even a crossover where they're in Archer art style.
yeah, I've seen
and
that,
he's
yeah.
playing Bob, and you got all the actors.
Yeah, I remember I tried
Yeah.
watching Archer. I was like, oh, I like Bob's Burgers. I like his
Yeah.
voice. And I was just like, I can't watch this.
Yeah,
Oh, I
'cause
thought-
he
I
sounds
thought Archer
just
was
like
funny,
Bob.
dude.
This is
I
just
can't-
Bob right
Yeah.
there. He's not cool like
He acts
him.
like Bob too. It's funny. This is how you get ants. God, that scene was stupid.
No, I love Bob's Burgers. I love the family dynamic in Bob's Burgers, like where Bob is just this content dad and his family's all chaotic. He's just
Bob wants to
like-
fucking depress him.
like where he's just monotone, like saying stuff as they're doing stuff.
I feel like that's my life a little bit.
It's so funny. Gosh, Gene, Tina, like the whole dynamic of the family is awesome.
Gene is the hyper dumbass, and then
Is that
what are you laughing for? What are you laughing about that one for? Huh?
before we started recording?
Shut the hell
I'm gonna
up.
say it.
Come on.
Before we started recording, I told Gavin about Bob's Burgers. He's like, "Oh yeah," like, and he mentioned Gene. And I was like, "Oh, I love Gene." He's like, "I hate Gene." I was like, "Why?" He kind of reminds me of you. He's like, "Everyone says that."
Fuck.
The hyper dumbass.
I'm not a hyper
If-
dumbass.
If, everyone,
I'm
if
not.
everyone says it,
If the boot fits.
Toy Story.
Oh, you got it. What? Wrong. Toy Story 2.
Same thing. If the boot. Yeah, the hyper dumbass. We'll get that on shirts.
Luis.
I like. Yeah, Luis.
Luis
She's
is
funny.
an asshole. Tina's cool.
Tina and her obsession with butts.
Does she have an obsession with butts? I know she sounds like a dude. I think she's voiced by a dude.
A lot of them. I think the only one voiced by a girl is Louise.
Tina's a dude too, or not Tina.
Yeah, Linda.
Linda is a dude.
Yeah, it's a dude.
What? Could have fooled me.
Oh, voice actors are good at their job.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
A+.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers. If you haven't seen the movie, or if you haven't even seen the show,
That movie came out a while ago, I thought.
it came out like last month or something.
Did it? Is it
Yeah.
still in theaters?
I don't know. I watched it on HBO.
Was it ever in theaters?
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know.
If you've never seen Bob's Burgers, check out the movie since it's not that much of a commitment, and then you'll get all the comedy in it. And then check out the show if you like it, because it's great comedy.
I think the only time I saw the trailer for it was when we were watching Batman.
I never saw a trailer for it. I just
I
saw
never saw
like Instagram videos of people
This is
talking
the
about
first
it.
time hearing
Yeah.
about it.
But yeah, speaking of Bob's, Bob Ross.
Good transition.
Bob's Ross.
I approve.
Bob Ross. So
What a gentle soul,
One-Eyed
supposedly.
Fit Studios is releasing a video.
Our mother company.
Just a little sneak peek. Not a sneak peek, just a little snippet. Not even, here's an announcement. There we go.
Okay.
Of Gavin following along to a Bob Ross tutorial. And
Amazing.
we're looking at the painting right now, the finished painting.
In studio. It is magnificent, Gavin.
How much do you think this would sell for nowadays?
Probably like 4.
I want to try to sell that.
Want to try to sell it?
I want to see if we could actually sell that.
4 or 5.
What's your goal?
Any amount. Anything above like 2 zeros.
Anything above 2 zeros?
Yeah, see if we can get like
It's like $1,000.
I'm willing to fucking bet we could get somebody to buy that for above 1,000.
You know what? But I'm not gonna even give away
2 cents.
what it looks like.
That's 2 above 0.
Well, because it's like, what's most of the people that are spending that much money on art usually don't know anything about
Abstract,
art.
you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
Gavin.
You're gonna sell to somebody? You're gonna take advantage of somebody?
Fuck yeah! What are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Well,
To sell this thing, this thing that took 15 minutes to make.
it took 27 minutes to make.
Was it 27?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Well,
It took longer. We paused the video a couple times.
we did. Fuck. It didn't help at all.
Looks great. Watch the video.
Watch the video to see the final outcome. It should be out sometime next week. So be sure to be subscribed to our YouTube channel, One-Eyed Fits, as well as our social medias on Instagram, OEF White Noise, OEF.
Yep.
OEF White Noise, OEF Studios. There we go. To be updated on that. And with that, let's get into the movie review. Well, so Gavin, the movie this past week was Good Time, starring Robert Pattinson. What did you think of the movie? Hold on, before you respond to that question, let me just read through the synopsis. I accidentally typed in goof time. A bank robber stops at nothing to free his brother from prison and launches himself into a whirlwind, night-long odyssey through New York's dark and dangerous criminal underworld. It's an A24 movie with Robert Pattinson, came out in 2017. Has 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. We will see how that stacks up against mine and Gavin's score. Gavin, what did you think of the movie?
I think it was pretty good. I think it had a rough opening in contrast to what you were saying.
Really?
I didn't really like the opening, but I thought every other part of the movie was fine.
Interesting.
Aside from the heist
Yeah.
part. Other than that, I thought the opening was boring. God. I think even some of the middle, if I had to be honest, was a little unneeded.
Yeah.
Like him bonding with, what was the girl's name? The one with the C, the 16-year-old that he ends up fucking making out with.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
I remember seeing that going.
Crystal.
Yeah. I don't know why we needed the scene where he starts to make out with her, like carries her to the room or whatever.
The carries to the room part was a little much.
I didn't know what the point of that was.
I can understand, like, oh, let me kiss her so that she doesn't see my mugshot on the TV that we're watching.
Yeah.
But then the fact that he kept going with it. I was like,
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
That was a distraction. I'm like,
well,
okay,
it was,
cool.
and then it turned into something else.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, she just said she was. I mean, and I looked it up. The actress at the time, I think, was like barely 18.
Yeah.
And how old was Robert Pattinson at that time? He was like 34.
Yeah.
Yikes. No,
He
he was
wasn't
like
34. He was
like
younger than
32.
that. What is he now? He's
36 now.
right now. Yeah. Okay. But
I just didn't see the need for that scene.
that's my big stick. Like I liked the opening. I liked it from the beginning to when he got his brother out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then right there, like when the whole thing started spiraling out, and then it was the wrong guy, and all those problems, I was like, oh, it was losing me.
I think in the beginning, the reason I didn't like it so much was the amount of uses of close-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first like 7 minutes of the movie was just like all close-up.
Yeah.
I disliked that so much. It felt claustrophobic. I was like, can we get like an establishing shot somewhere or something? It felt like I was zoomed in. I'm just like, can we zoom out real quick? Not to mention that 20 minutes into the movie, they were still showing credits, the opening credits.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that. I was like, bro, we are like 20 minutes in, and it's like
yeah.
produced by. And I'm like,
it was
why?
really late until they said like Robert Pattinson and did
Yeah,
all the
I was like,
cast.
why are we still doing that?
But you know, Robert, I think Robert Pattinson did amazing. His performance.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Robert Pattinson give a bad performance. You can put
Hang on,
Twilight
tight,
up in
Spider
the
Monkey.
air.
I've seen the first one, and he did good in that one. I have not seen the other ones.
He does good for what he's given. But even with Tenet, like I hate Tenet. Everyone knows how much I hate it. I haven't brought it up in a while, so
I actually forgot. Can you remind me?
This is your reminder that I do not like Tenet. The only good thing about that movie was Robert Pattinson.
Oh, exquisite.
And that's exactly what I said when I first saw it in theaters. I was like, wow, that movie was not good, but Robert Pattinson did great. Can't wait till he's Batman. But yeah, I thought Good Time was overwhelming overall. I expected a little bit more from it.
You mean underwhelming then?
Underwhelming, yes, my bad.
I was like, oh,
My apologies. I liked the first act. The second act was slow. I thought the third act was okay.
I liked the third act. I liked especially because every single time I was guessing, how are they going to get out of this?
Yeah.
What is going to happen now?
Uh-huh.
I think the fact that Robert Pattinson's character, or Connie, was apprehended kind of not off screen, but sort of. Like, you weren't there to see it. You were just watching overhead.
Uh-huh.
And then, who was he? Ray? He just falls to his death.
Yeah, that was weird.
It seemed like that whole plot of getting the Sprite bottle quotation and getting the drugs was just kind of filler, if anything. It wasn't important in the end, and it wasn't important at the time either, considering Robert Pattinson was like, all right, you know what, I'm just going to leave. You guys are good. Go ahead. Get out of here. And it's just like, I don't know why they went through all that trouble to do all that. I thought the scene where he...
sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was going to loop back. I thought the scene where he pretended to be the security guard was really cool. I thought that was well thought.
And then with Crystal, like, do you know her? And he's like, no, I don't know her. And then she gets taken away.
Yeah, that was fucked. Like, oh no.
And then
that's what you get for. She's wild for going as far as she did for that.
And then with overall, it felt like they got to a certain point in the movie, like the apartment scene, the security guard's apartment, and they're like, oh crap, like we need to wrap this up. So then they just quickly wrapped it up. That's what it felt like. Like when you ran out of space on a paper, you're like, oh, I really need to wrap this up now. Or the teacher's like 10 minutes left, and you're like, oh crap.
Yep.
Robert Pattinson's off screen towards the end, to where like you don't really know what happened to him. I get the artistic choice of it, but I feel like there could have been more of him to just establish what happened. Like, yeah, it's kind of weird because we know he's probably in prison. We know he probably took all the blame so that Nick could be free and let off.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I wish we could have seen that, even though we know for a fact that's what happened.
I would have liked the scene where it's like Nick talking to him from like behind the glass or whatever. But I think the fact that I don't know. I like this movie in a sense of we were rooting for a character we shouldn't be rooting for.
I wasn't rooting for him.
Oh, I was. Like when he got arrested, I was like, what? So
well,
like,
it was a thing of like, man, I really like Robert Pattinson's performance. This isn't going to end well for him. He's just doing all the wrong things. He was really clever and smart.
Yeah.
I liked how he was written that way, but
and I think that's why I rooted for him. Not because I liked him morally. But
no,
like,
yeah. But yeah, overall, it was an okay movie. What would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it I'll go up to a 70. 70%.
Okay. I'd give it a 65%.
65?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad movie. I didn't think it was, like, horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I enjoyed it enough to say, oh, my God, this movie was really good. Aside from, I think if it wasn't for Robert Pattinson, this movie probably wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah.
But I don't want to insult all the other actors and actresses because I think Ray's actor did a great job, too.
He had a potty mouth like you.
I know.
It was funny because my dad was in the dining room when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, what are you watching? Because Ray was telling the story part where he was getting out of jail on parole and just cursing. That was funny.
Shout out, Mr. Kessler.
Shout out.
Oh, by the way, going back to that scene to me was stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you telling Robert Pattinson? Like, I get you, the audience needs to know, but like, in what purpose would Connie need to know this?
Yeah.
Not to mention, for someone who starts out saying, I could hardly remember last night, and then
tells
like
all
perfectly
that
lists every
I
single
thought that
detail.
was weird too. I was like, where's it gonna stop?
And then it stops with him throwing himself out of the cabin. I'm like, well, that seems to be after everything happened. So
yeah.
I thought we were gonna it was gonna be left up to how you got your face fucked up. But yeah, for someone who can barely remember something,
he's like, I don't remember anything, and then does a Michael Pena from Ant-Man.
And then, did we ever find out what happened to the money? It was stashed there?
They probably just never found it.
They just never found it?
Yep.
Oh, that's lame. I was thinking maybe I missed it, but
you would think that since the police left the amusement park, they'd stay and look for the money. Since now they don't have a security guard.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, why? Well, now that you have no security guard and the police are cool, and now that the lights are all on because it was dark and you couldn't see anything. But I don't know. There was small moments like that where I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I'd give it a 65. You gave it a 70.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Next week, what are we watching?
We are going to be watching When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally, an iconic movie.
Is that Ben Stiller?
No.
What's that one?
Billy
Which
Crystal.
one am I thinking of?
Ben Stiller rom-com?
Is that the Polly?
Along Came Polly?
Along Came Polly?
That's probably
That's
what I'm
what it
thinking
was. Yeah. When Harry Met Sally, you can watch it on Netflix, HBO Max. That's where they're on if you have a subscription, or you can pay for it on Amazon Prime.
Tenet is also on HBO Max.
Oh, is it now?
Just thinking about watching it.
Oh, were you?
I was.
You should, actually. I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
But
probably won't.
I don't know how the audio is. That's my big thing. In 1977, college graduates Harry Burns, played by Billy Crystal, and Sally Albright, played by Meg Ryan, share a contentious car ride from Chicago to New York, during which they argue about whether men and women can ever truly be strictly platonic friends. 10 years later, Harry and Sally meet again at a bookstore and in the company of their respective best friends, Jess, played by Bruno Kirby, and Marie, played by Carrie Fisher, attempt to stay friends without sex becoming an issue between them.
Since we're on that topic.
What topic?
The plot of the movie.
Sex?
So fucking no. God damn. Well, I mean, technically yes, I guess. Do you think a man and a woman can be like best friends like that without having no sexual feelings?
No.
Because I know that's I've seen like a snippet from that movie and that was a huge thing. Was that Billy Crystal's character? Nope, it's impossible. And the woman's like, well, we've been friends. He goes, oh, cool. Well, they want to fuck you. You might not want to do anything with them, but they want to with you.
If you're friends with like
So
the couple,
your team with Billy Crystal then? Team Billy Crystal?
yeah, you can't be friends.
No?
Nope.
What do you think?
I will also go with no. Mainly for another reason of not just like feelings coming up or the guy wanting to get with the girl, but it can create complications with the friends, couples, or like a significant other.
Right.
So, like, for example, the guy has a girlfriend and, like, a girl best friend. That gets complicated. Vice versa, the girl has a guy best friend and then her boyfriend. That stuff can get complicated. And that can mess up either the friendship or the relationship.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's like factoring in other relationships.
That's a huge reason that that wasn't mentioned, but it also, yeah, I can see the point of somehow, like, if a guy and a girl are best friends and they're both straight, it's only a matter of time before something comes up to mess up the friendship or feelings get involved.
Right.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Have you ever seen Ned's Declassified?
School survival guide?
Yeah.
Horse?
Happens in there. This is my first experience.
I had a notebook and I used to take notes.
What do you mean by that? First
Ned
experience
and,
for
Ned
what?
and Mose.
Ned and Mose.
Oh, okay.
They're best friends. And then, spoiler alert, they got together.
What about Susie? Crabtree? Is that her name?
Susie Crabgrass.
Crabgrass.
You're
that
thinking
the
of
one-
Michael Crabtree.
Okay.
Was that the one with the nasal spray or whatever?
No.
The one that always needed nasal spray, and then she got like sinus surgery, and she was like super hot afterwards. She like always went after, what was the
Cookie?
glasses? Yeah.
No,
She-
that
she
wasn't
always went
her.
after Cookie, but he was like, oh no,
I
and then
don't
she got.
remember her name,
You
but
don't remember her? You remember the character though?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. It's like I'm not going crazy, am I?
Yeah, I know what
I don't remember her name.
She always had like nasal spray and was like
What-
gross,
Dude.
and then she got like surgery.
Where can I watch that? I want-
This is just a total tangent.
It's a good show though.
Not bad.
I loved that show. It was just.
I thought Cookie was hilarious.
You can watch it on Netflix, guys.
You're lying.
Netflix and Paramount Plus.
You can. I think they just recently re-added it on
Oh,
Netflix.
that's cool.
Gosh, I don't know. Do I really want to go back and watch it and just ruin my perception of the show? Or
Yes.
yeah, I will. Damn, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna watch it, guys. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Perfect.
That's gonna be the movie of the week. Watch all 3 seasons of Ned's Declassified.
How long are the episodes?
They're 54 episodes at about probably 20 minutes each.
Yeah. 22 minutes.
I got time.
I got
Typical TV.
Wow.
Real quick, has
got
anybody seen The Incredibles 2?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
have.
watched it with Jacob.
good.
Why did you bring it up?
Well, because I was gonna say like sequel movies that we haven't seen but we've seen the first one. Are those movie of the week potentials or no?
Sure.
Well, yeah, if we haven't seen them.
Like for instance, neither of us have seen Real Steel 2, or not Real Steel.
Hasn't
2.
There's
come
a
out.
second one?
Pacific Rim
Pacific
2.
Rim 2.
Oh.
Well, actually, never mind.
That means I have to watch the first one. Well, it's
Especially when it's movies like that.
like John Wick 2.
yeah. Like if
Okay.
you wanted to do John Wick 2, you saw John Wick 1, loved it. I haven't seen it at all. Would we recommend that movie or no?
Yeah.
Does this mean I have to watch 2 movies then?
Yep.
Yep.
You would. I think the criteria would be you have to watch the first one.
Okay.
Okay, tangent. All right, that's
Shrek the
that's the
Third.
long movie review, I guess.
Yeah,
So let's
a
get
little bit.
into the static.
Welcome to the static.
And we are back once again with the static.
Again, where are we going in the middle of this?
We are going to Europe to get some croissants.
In
from
the middle,
France.
in that like 2-second break we just had?
Yeah,
What?
it's movie magic, baby.
You didn't hear the commercial?
No. What kind of commercial was that?
Just did an ad read.
Right back at croissant.
Is it good?
Try it.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I will not.
On the topic of Ned's Declassified and TV shows, how do we feel about musical episodes and TV shows?
I love them.
Jacob loves them. I despise them.
I think they're great.
There's a few exceptions where I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, How I Met Your Mother, Girls vs. Suits.
I was gonna say I don't think I can think of any.
Can't
I have
think of any?
compiled a list, not of like each specific episodes. I'm sure you guys have seen some of these, but Scrubs has one that's pretty
Scrubs
famous.
does have one, yeah.
Or a couple, I think. Psych the musical. I love that show.
That was a musical. That's right.
How I Met Your Mother has like portions where they're like strictly doing the plot in like songs, but
Yeah.
maybe not full episodes.
Mhm.
Always Sunny,
They do have. Yeah, I don't like musical episodes.
The Office, Malcolm in the Middle, Phineas
Malcolm in the
and
Middle has a
Ferb.
musical episode?
Phineas and the Ferb had.
Oh, I
It
guess
says
they have
Dewey's
singing.
Opera.
Okay, yeah.
That's what they
That counts then. That one's
Funny
funny
enough,
though.
like. It doesn't have to be the whole episode
Yeah.
as a musical.
Okay.
I wouldn't
mean,
know.
Even musical movies aren't like it's not all singing.
I wouldn't know because
Like-
I haven't seen any of those shows.
You haven't seen any of those
I think I
shows.
saw Phineas and Ferb.
Did you say Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah.
Do you like the
Um,
singing parts in Phineas and Ferb?
Well, I mean, I feel like every episode has like a song in it, doesn't it?
I feel like
A lot of them do,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and a
I'll say,
lot of
like-
them are bangers.
I'll say Phineas and Ferb does release some pretty
Does
good
Fairly
music.
Odd Parents count? Because Chip Skylark goes hard.
He does
Isn't
go
that a
hard.
member of NSYNC?
It is, yeah.
It's a member of NSYNC that does that. He sounds good too. What? It's almost like they knew what they were doing.
Ooh.
Like this, I don't remember.
Chip Skylark. Who's he played by?
He is not the second biggest NSYNC guy. The first being Justin Timberlake. I don't remember his name. But Shiny Teeth and Me, that's a banger. I'd say that counts.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yes, him.
Oh, so Joey Fatone's not the second biggest guy in.
I don't
NSYNC?
know.
He's definitely the second.
He's not
biggest
Chip
guy.
Skylark, I'll tell you that.
He's Joey Fatone.
Is he Chip Skylark?
No, but he's Joey Fatone. Dude, that's funny. They even design him like like look at him right there, the soul patch. That's funny.
So, do you have what's your why don't you like them? I feel like they break up
honestly-
like they break up. It's a new thing.
It's a hit or miss for me, I guess, because yeah, I do like the How I Met Your Mother ones.
Girls
I like-
versus Suits.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like the Malcolm in the Middle opera.
I don't remember that one.
It's when Lois and Hal are having a fight about like the bed size, and Dewey's like spying on them and writing this opera, and it gets all emotional.
Okay, that's funny. I mean,
I
like,
know,
But
but like
that's kind of funny.
when I think musical episodes, I think like how Scrubs did it, like just like a traditional musical movie, like they break out in song and like do all this dance stuff.
I feel like that's funny. Like in the context of Scrubs, I feel like
Yeah.
that works for like
Okay.
an episode or two.
I
It's not like the entire show is musical. It's not like Grease the show where every
I-
episode they're doing songs.
I don't like musical episodes, but I do like parody episodes.
Like they're parodying the musical genre. For example, in Scrubs.
Not that one.
What are you talking about?
Like
What do you mean musical parodies?
no, just parodies in general. Like
Oh.
parodying something, a show parodying a show, or a show parodying something. There we go.
Example.
Like Scrubs does an episode where they parody like a situational comedy.
Okay, yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
So like specialty episodes.
Yeah,
kind
specialty
of?
episodes. You know
Like
what?
if they do like a noir type, like it's all
Mhm.
black and white.
I like that.
Yeah. You said Community does a lot.
Community
of
does
stuff,
a
right?
lot of episodes like that, and Dan Harmon, he's the and
Oh.
and the Russo brothers were a part of it too.
I remember. I haven't seen Community, but I
Yeah.
remember briefly watching like the was it Paintball or Zombie
Yeah.
Apocalypse? They
They
made
make-
it like a zombie apocalypse
Yep.
type. Like that's funny.
And even in that zombie apocalypse one, there's a lot of references to other stuff, like when the main character is the last remaining, who doesn't have paint on him. He goes to the dean and he's holding like his paintball gun, like John McClane in Die Hard. He's wearing a white tank top and so stuff like that. I love Community because of that. All the different film references, movie references. It's awesome. 10 out of 10 recommend. One of my favorite shows. The first 4 seasons, though. And then it drops off very badly.
I feel like musical episodes fall into that category. of,
They
like,
do,
parodying that.
but I don't like that category.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like musical episodes, okay?
Okay.
There's another one where they do like a Civil War documentary type in Community. It's exactly like that because Abed and Troy played by Glover. What's his?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Okay, I want to say Danny Glover.
Wrong guy.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're best friends. Abed makes like a pillow fort. Troy makes a blanket fort,
Mm-hmm.
and then they basically have like a big pillow fight. And the episode ends with them having the fight. And the next episode is like a Civil War mockumentary, based off the fight. And that is one of my favorite episodes. They do a Law and Order spoof, and they do it so well.
Dun, dun.
After we record, I'll bring it up, and you can identify,
Yeah.
and it's so good.
It's funny.
But
I need to watch
Community
TV
does a lot of the one I didn't like on Community was the claymation one. They what's that popular Christmas movie with the
Rudolph the
claymation?
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, that one. There we go. They did that style on like a Christmas theme episode. So they do a lot of stuff like that.
That's
and
cool.
I enjoy it. I enjoyed a lot.
But not musical episodes then.
Not musical episodes. They are not my cup of tea. I was about to just.
I enjoy them. Gavin hasn't seen them. So
I
we're
was
just
say
like-
I am
That's crazy.
completely
Jury
in the
is
dark
out.
here.
All right, that's television shows. Let's get into Gavan versus Wild real quick. Gavin with the landslide victory from last week. He took on a gray wolf in a WWE exhibition match.
It's pretty epic.
And Gavin slaughtered the wolf.
I pinned him.
You know, because the poll said WWE match to the death.
Yeah,
So-
I pinned him to death.
Oh, okay, cool. Gavin with 90% versus the wolf with the 10%. Gavin obliterated this wolf. And now I think we need to up the competition.
Let's do it.
All right?
Okay.
So, we've always done real existing animals. How do we feel about doing extinct or fantasy animals?
I'm down.
Those ones are usually a lot more deadlier than real life animals.
They are.
Not a
But we can
unicorn.
also
You could kill a unicorn.
we'd also give you a rocket launcher.
Depends on the animal.
King Kong.
Fuck. What? No, I wouldn't do shit.
The Peter Jackson King Kong?
Yes.
He got killed by planes.
He did get killed by
Yeah, but
planes.
did he get killed by one missile?
They didn't shoot missiles.
They machine gunned him to death.
Okay. I feel like RPG is considerably more powerful than machine
What are the
gun.
caliber? Look up the caliber on those planes.
I'm not going to look up the caliber.
How many shots did it take? Took probably at least more than 2.
Okay. It's not even... Are we doing King Kong? I mean,
No, we're not doing King Kong, but let's come up with like
you get a bigger Bowie knife.
a bigger bow. Yeah. You get the what is it? The anime swords that anime characters have.
Get cloud sword.
Yeah.
Giant fucking sword. I get the Dragon Slayer.
Dragon? You want to fight a dragon?
Hell no, I don't want to fight a dragon.
Okay.
You could be Hercules.
It can be.
Wait, hold on. I could be Hercules? We're talking like mythological
Okay,
Hercules
what if you-
or
what if we-
Disney Hercules?
The Rock Hercules.
A dragon, though? I don't think he could fight a dragon.
Okay, what if we make you a centaur and you're fighting a unicorn?
What?
Do I have like a bow and arrow?
No, you're just
Do we still have the
I'm just a
wheel?
random fucking centaur?
wait, you're just ready? You're just hoofs to cuffs.
Yeah, that was bad.
Fist to
As
cuffs.
far back as I can.
Aw, we don't have it. I don't have it set.
Was that Goodfellas?
Yeah, it was Goodfellas. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
These tags on these are not correct.
Yeah, I know. I need to fix it
You give me faulty equipment.
for my own benefit.
Mythological creature. Which one were you thinking?
What about a minotaur?
A minotaur?
Yeah,
Okay, what do I have?
You get
Bowie knife.
That wouldn't really work.
you get an anime sword.
Can I use said anime sword?
Yeah, you have it.
Well, I mean, Ethan likes to go, but you're not trained, so what the fuck is the point of me using it? Fucking idiot.
Okay, you've had some training.
Oh
It was
my
by your
God.
father, but he died when you were 13, so you only have that much training, and then everything was done by yourself.
But I trained.
That's your backstory.
How old am I when I'm fighting this minotaur?
21.
28.
28?
Oh, he's older.
So
This is gonna be a lot of information to put in this Instagram poll.
this is literally a Berserk fight. Fuck,
Gavin
you
wants
can hurry up
this
and watch Berserk.
information.
Damn.
I just pulled this out of my butt. DM skills. You're welcome.
What's the challenge rating?
18.
Fuck. I can't. By myself?
You know, man, let's put you up against a
Cool with the minotaur, but just
no. Let's put
give
you
me an actual buff.
actual buff.
You can.
You know those arms that SpongeBob has? Those pink arms.
The ones that can't lift a cup of ice?
Oh, is that what happens?
Yes. He gets a cup placed on him and he can't lift
What
him.
are they called? What are they called? Keep talking. I'll remember.
We could do that, but
Nah. Those didn't really seem to have any combat tactical advantage.
okay. What if it's a minotaur? It's a
Anchor
dragon.
arms. You
Anchor
get
ar-
anchor arms.
What if? All right. So we give you fight the dragon, but you get Cosmo and Wanda.
Can I just. No, because it's probably against the rules for me to cause harm to somebody.
No, I don't think it is.
Is it against the rules or what?
No, I
The
believe
rules.
you're in fair play.
Am I?
It's just how you use it.
I get caught, but I pretty much get wishes.
Yeah.
I win. I just wish. All right,
Do
I wish
you?
the dragon was nowhere here.
Do you?
I wish the dragon was gone.
But the dragon has Jorgensen.
You have to kill the dragon. Though.
So he's got the better version of the fairies. Gee, I wonder who wins then.
That's all.
Don't we have a wheel to spin?
All right, let's spin the wheel for your opponent. Do you have
I
an
don't
opponent wheel?
have a wheel for that one.
We don't have a wheel for the opponent.
right.
I thought we did. What happened to it?
Spin
For
the
realistic animals, we don't have
Oh.
fantasy animals.
Just do the realistic one then. What about like an ogre and you get a donkey to fight with you?
Yeah.
Shrek deathmatch.
Ugh.
Handsome Shrek versus Shrek. Gavin's handsome Shrek.
Kevin is handsome Shrek. You kind of do look like handsome Shrek.
Shut the hell up.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
All right,
Okay,
let's see
you
here.
look like
I
ugly.
get...
You look like ogre Shrek.
What the fuck is that? What's a kelpie?
What?
I don't know.
Kelpie. What is that?
That's
Like
Gavin.
a beetle? a kelpie?
You're telling me that's not Gavin right there?
What the hell?
Gavin, you should be handsome Shrek for Halloween.
It's a fucking
kelpie's
shape-shifting
a dog.
It's a shape-shifting horse.
Oh, mythical creature? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I
don't
thought you
wanna
were
fight
talking
that
about
one.
the Australian kelpie, a type of dog.
Nope.
A black horse-like creature that can adopt human form. A water kelpie. I didn't even know that was
What's
a
a
thing.
hippogriff?
a hippogriff. It's from Harry Potter. It's like a lion bird.
Okay, well that's what I got.
Okay.
How about I'll fight a dragon, but I'm like Hercules, and I get to use a hippogriff too. And this dragon's small, not like a huge fucking smog dragon. You haven't seen Hobbit,
like
never
a
mind.
Mushu
I have
dragon?
seen Hobbit.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
No, not like Mushu, but like you ever seen Merlin? You know that TV show Merlin?
Nah.
Nope.
A reasonable sized dragon.
I'm going to make a wheel of opponents.
Guys, I think the audience is realizing we're running out of ideas for Gavin versus Wild.
We just didn't have it. I thought we had one set. Didn't you say something beforehand?
I said I wanted to put him against T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
You guys want to do T-Rex?
What?
But
How?
you have Rambo's arsenal.
You know what? What if...
Doesn't he have a rocket launcher at one point?
I don't know, maybe.
Would you want to do a T-Rex or a raptor?
Get the belt fed. If I'm having Rambo's arsenal, I'll take the raptor.
No.
Well,
We'll-
what?
We will figure out your buff once we figure out...
I would much rather fight the raptor.
Okay. Then
Raptors hunt in packs, so 3 raptors.
3 raptors.
What?
We're the first ever pack.
Let's go.
Why would we not do that for the fucking wolf?
Because it was a WWE match.
That's unfair.
You think there's more than a one-on-one match in WWE? You know?
Yeah, but this was like a good one.
You get
Oh my God.
Akimbo Deagles from Modern Warfare 2.
Versus a pack of fucking raptors?
Yeah.
No.
I'll give you some paintball guns.
Nope. That's even worse.
You get Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Ooh.
Oh, then yeah, I'll take that.
I'll give you 2 katanas.
No,
3 katanas.
I can't hold 3. You're giving me
1 copper piece.
you're giving me realistic weapons to fight extinct and overpowered animals.
Yeah, they're already dead. It should be easy.
I'll take the
There was no katanas back then.
I'll take the belt-fed fucking John Rambo weapon.
No, that's too easy. I'll give you a Bowie knife.
Against one raptor, maybe.
Okay, I'll give you a Ford Raptor.
Like the fucking car?
The truck.
You get Thor's hammer.
But no magical abilities.
Why?
I'll give you Stormbreaker.
Thor's hammer against 10 raptors.
I get Thor's powers.
No,
Nope.
you get Thor's hammer.
Thor's hammer.
You
But I
can
can't
use
lift it.
You can use it. Yeah, you can.
So
use
if I can lift
You
it, then
can't
I
fly.
have the powers of Thor.
No.
We are going against canon here. This
Yeah,
is not
we
how
are.
this works.
I'm not.
Those that can lift the fucking hammer shall be granted the powers of Thor.
Okay, you get Captain America's shield versus 3 raptors.
Hell no.
Ooh, I like that one.
What good would that do?
Throw it.
Throw it.
Haven't you seen Captain America?
I'll give you a lightsaber versus 5 raptors.
Take a lightsaber versus. Fine, but I get the Force too.
No. You have a lightsaber.
You act like that's just an instant win.
But you have to be quick enough. Use your argument.
I don't have an argument.
3 raptors.
3 raptors, lightsaber.
Lightsaber, 1 raptor.
No.
What? Lightsabers can be fucking heavy for all you know. You have no
They're
idea.
not. They're literally light.
In
The
canon. they're
fucking
light.
sword blade.
In canon.
light.
Sword
light.
blade light?
I mean, it's not a
It's
blade.
the weight of the hilt.
Like plasma.
That's it.
Yeah. It's a weight to the hilt, Gavin.
How heavy is it?
Not even a pound. A pound.
How do you know?
I've made a lightsaber before. I am actually a
work?
Jedi Knight.
Dude,
Fuck.
look. All right, I like the lightsaber versus 3 raptors.
No.
I like that.
I think it's a fair fight.
At least let me just have the Force, but be untrained in it.
Nah.
What the fuck does that even mean then?
Means I can at least push them maybe a little.
So you're Ray?
No, that means I win instantly. That means I managed to make them my friends, and they don't even want to
What
hurt
color
me.
lightsaber do you want? You get green.
I'll take orange.
Nope, you get green.
Interesting. I
What the
respect
fuck
orange.
would you ask me if I
I
don't?
respect the orange.
I want orange.
So 3 raptors and a lightsaber?
I'd probably be a Sith if I actually was. So I'll take red.
Okay, red lightsaber.
I'm too emotional.
3 raptors. Tell me how you do it. Go.
I don't think I'd do it, but it's.
Okay, then I vote raptor.
I will vote raptor
I
on
would
all
too.
my Instagram accounts.
I
My
would
God.
too.
Okay, this is how you do it. 3 raptors coming at you. You focus down the first one because, raptors, they hunt in packs. One distracts you and the other 2 flank. So you focus on the first one.
obviously.
You charge it and you try to dispatch it as quick as you can. Then you turn and get your guard up and locate the other 2. And if they attack at the same time, then you just got to
Then I'm
pray that you can
fucked.
Darth Maul it and take 2 at once.
Yeah.
Or like you did last week. take
How
2 at
about I'll
once.
do?
Plus, you
the-
also have to think about
I want
just because it hits you, just because it gets hold of you doesn't mean
You're
it's
dead.
instant death.
if more than one of them is alive, it is.
Maybe.
Gavin, gosh, you can kill 3 raptors.
Whoa.
Whoa, I slammed on the table.
3 raptors with a lightsaber.
Yes, I
You know
believe
what?
in you.
I'll give you a rocket launcher versus 3 raptors. But you're in a small room.
I'll just wait for them to get close and just aim at my feet. Then we'll stalemate it.
Rancor versus with a
Suicide.
lightsaber.
Rancor with the lightsaber. Did Luke's lightsaber even do anything?
He didn't have his lightsaber at the time. It was in R2D2 for the plan for defeating Jabba and at the Sarlacc pit, and then R2D2 flew it up, and then he did a backflip and caught it. Remember?
Nope, I don't. So what? How
I
did he
do.
defeat the Rancor then?
He threw a skull at the mechanical door, and it fell on the Rancor.
Do I get that option?
No, you have a lightsaber.
I thought we were fighting raptors.
I'm just kidding. All right, so Gavin versus 3 raptors.
I like it with the lightsaber.
With the lightsaber. It is an orange lightsaber. Do you want an orange lightsaber? or
Yeah, I want an
you
orange
oh,
lightsaber.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have a staff saber?
Nope.
Like Darth Maul?
Nope.
Why?
Because
Why?
You can, but you're untrained in it.
Am I trained in a lightsaber?
Yeah, if you have a single blade.
I don't even want to get him trained in a lightsaber. That's easy.
I think the training stipulation is stupid.
Thank you. I know it is.
Am I trained in it?
Okay, you're Batman, but you're not trained by Ra's al Ghul.
Am I rich?
You're the Batman cop in the beginning of Dark Knight Rises, the one who was pretending to be Batman.
I don't want to do that one.
Okay,
I don't
we're
like
doing
hockey
the,
pads.
No, we're doing the Raptors.
Batman
We're doing-
do you mean the Dark Knight?
They're the same movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, one word difference. Excuse me, I don't remember which one.
Sorry.
Was it Dark Knight or Dark Knight
Michael.
Rises? It was Dark
It was
Knight Rises.
Knight.
Was it?
In the parking garage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Dark Knight.
Which one's Dark Knight?
Because that's when the dogs attack him, and then he gets his new suit where he can move his head.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
Gavin with an orange lightsaber versus 3 Raptors. They hunt in packs.
All right, Gavin, how do you do it?
I swing and kill them all.
Let's go. All right, Gavin, I'm voting against you this week.
Same. You didn't convince me. I convinced myself. If you used my argument, I probably would have voted for you, but you didn't use my argument, so I picked
What?
Raptors.
Okay. So I know that they're coming at me then, so there is no
Yes, this-
surprise
no,
tactic.
No, this is a fight.
You're in the jungle.
So they're hidden.
No.
So is this like an arena?
Sure.
I see all 3 of them.
This
at
is a
all times.
BR. You see them, and then they can do whatever they want.
So then my goal is hopefully they get scared by the lightsaber while I kill one of them.
Okay.
And then hopefully press an intimidation factor at that point.
It's a lot of hope. Roll for intimidation with disadvantage.
Fuck, with this
You failed.
I didn't even get a chance to roll.
Oh. Yeah, I'll make a wheel for creatures or something so we have it on hand. Or just, we can just come up. We can just decide earlier like we did.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, and a 3.
Wow.
Intimidation did not work.
Okay, well,
Damn.
I vote Raptor then.
Gavin dies.
Sad.
Just kidding. All right, Gavin, we appreciate you for joining us. All right. Anyways, thank you for joining us for another White Noise episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to leave your thoughts in the comments, you can go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll read them. Also, like and subscribe. On YouTube, we are One-Eyed Fits. Instagram, OEF White Noise, and OEF Studios. And does that sound right? We're trying to get our Spotify fixed, so please be nice and stop asking me. It stresses me out.
You're not good. You're technologically challenged.
I am technologically challenged. All right, here's the comment from last week's episode. This is from Jay. This was probably my favorite Gavan versus Wild yet. I vote for Gav. I think he has it in him.
Thanks, Jay. Shout out, Joe.
All right, cool. So, with that being said, song of the week this week is, can't believe I haven't done it yet. I just looked at the list. I haven't done it yet. Rich Girl by Hall & Oates.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That song is the greatest song of all time, so you should go check it out if you've never heard of it.
Nice.
Seriously, go check it out. Are you listening to
I
it?
can't believe we haven't done that one.
I know. I haven't done any Hall & Oates.
Surprising.
Yep.
Good song.
Jacob, did Jakey Factuality?
I do have one. Wow. Did you guys know that hummingbirds are the only birds known to fly forwards, hover, and backwards?
Are they now?
You can't do that?
I can try. And their wings flap at 80 beats per second.
It's pretty quick.
I would say so, yeah. Hummingbirds are cool. They are the ace pilots of Top Gun of birds.
Ace pilots of Top Gun of birds.
Yes, if there was a Top Gun of birds, the hummingbirds would be in it.
So who are the Russian pilots of Top Gun of birds?
Seagulls.
Seagulls.
Oh. Are you good, Ethan? Are you confirming my fact again? You
No,
don't believe me this time?
I was looking on Quora. It says, in Shrek 2, how did no one notice that the person who was supposedly Shrek in human form looked exactly like Prince Charming?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What was the question?
Well, Prince Charming was
He claimed to be Shrek.
and
And people
human form.
presumed to know who Prince Charming is. So they were like, oh, Shrek, handsome Shrek is now Prince Charming?
Well, I mean, aside from Fiona, who was he fooling?
That's true. They could have just assumed,
Fiona
like,
was the only person that didn't know who Prince Charming was. She was waiting for her Prince Charming, but she never saw him.
Well, it like the fairy godmother.
Fairly godparents.
Sorry, the fairy godmother like lived in far, far away and has a son, Prince Charming. So
Well, I don't think people knew that was his mom either. Because even Fiona was surprised. Like,
well, because
Mom.
this answer says my guess is because no one had seen Prince Charming prior to him pretending to be Shrek as a human, and they hadn't seen the real human Shrek yet, so they had nothing else to go on, and therefore didn't know better. Fiona could plausibly assume that the magic potion Shrek took changed not only his appearance but also his voice and personality. It's a stretch, but it makes the plot work.
Well, that's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But also, he wasn't fooling anybody aside from Fiona. And Fiona went to the tower
Fiona's
when she
parents,
was young.
So
They knew that.
They were in on it.
They were
they
in
were
on it.
in on it.
Well,
I haven't seen
well,
Shrek
the
2 in a
dad
while.
was.
The dad was.
Not the mom.
I don't know about the mom. I have to rewatch it. I don't know if the mom ever realized. She does because she goes, Harold. And then he's like, oh, and he like tries to like divert it.
Shrek 2 is good.
Why were you stuck on the semantics of
Where the
Shrek
fuck
2's
did this
plot
come from?
and plot holes?
Oh, because you brought up
Handsome Shrek.
handsome Shrek. So when I looked it up, then there's this Quora thing, and you know, whatever.
Thanks for ruining my fact.
No, hummingbirds
A
fly
cute
forward,
buck
backwards,
nose.
and hover, which I think is really cool.
Radical.
Radical.
You missed my Top Gun comment too, so it's fine.
Damn.
Yep.
I did miss it.
All right. Close
All
it
right.
down.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Right now, we have to go watch Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.